Spinning a little calf, spinning a little calf. There's about 3 more loads or so. Peek in here, we'll see real quick. Oh yeah, we're making good headway. Got new batteries in the tractor. Starts just like it should. My loader guy ain't back from lunch yet. Fixed a rope that unfortunately broke. It's where we made the new knot at, right there. I always like tying it around that light. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but it is what it is. And the thing, the 4020, has new batteries in it. Pin's just a little bit too small, a little bit too tight for me to load myself. I mean, I've done it before, but it's tight. If it was that pin out there, I would do it myself, and I did. But this one is just a little bit too tight, so I need somebody else to run the loader for me. Not saying I can't run it, but like I said, you know, just little tight quarters. We don't need any more broken posts or anything like that. We're going to try and keep everything together in 2024. Not sure if that's going to happen or not, but we can always hope for the best. If I had like a L70 or like a L50 skid loader, little narrow thing, they're a lot narrower than this thing is, probably like half the width. It would work wonders in this pin. You'd be able to spin a thing right around in that big area there. You'd be able to whip the thing around and come back out this way. This one, it's a little bit harder to do the same thing, but hey, it's what we got to work with. Well, we got to unplug the auger over there. Them two, that little transport auger right there. There's a breaker or an outlet on the back end with a breaker box. Oh, so we gotta plug the pressure washer back in up here because this is a shared outlet. I'm not liking the looks of that ground cable or that ground prong, but if it was one of these two here, I would be not doing what I am doing because I'm alive. Okay, so we're all plugged in. I don't really like how that's like that, but it is what it is. It's all the way to that copper wire pulling down on the cord. This black stuff's just the insulation. Well, now it's time to grease it. 2 grease fittings here, one there, 2 there, 2 per axle, 1 in the middle, about 3 or 4 behind this cover, and yeah. Oh, we need a new latch for this too, because don't ask me how. I caught it with the skid loader. I did not. Like I said, don't ask me how. This was fastened like this, okay, and somehow it ripped it. There is no red paint on this yellow paint whatsoever. It was this right side of the machine over here. And I know it was this side because I was backing along them beaters crossways, and I do not see any red paint. Do you guys? No, I don't. I don't even see any red paint on a counterweight. I mean, I don't. I went to go get out of the machine. I was loaded. I looked. I seen that panel flopping around. I'm like, well, that's weird. I didn't feel nothing. Me hit anything. So that's what I got the tarp strap for. Is a homemade latch. It worked, and it's going to. I don't know why. I should just know this stuff off of memory, where all the grease points are, but I don't. And for some reason, I don't know. Feed control position, we don't want that. We want lubrication. No, we don't need safety emblems. We want that right there. Lubrication. I was right about there being 2 grease fittings here. 1 on the jack, that makes 3 for this whole area group here. 1 right there, 1 right there, 3 right there. This is a single axle version. We want the tandem model. I forgot about that one right there, but I was correct about these 4, and the one right there. That one right there I was not. Yeah. Yeah. There are half a dozen in here that get greased. It's all of a matter of putting a pair of rubber gloves on and going to town. Okay? This is a single beater. Ours is a double beater. I think that might be on the, yep, other page. Yep. There is a grease fitting right there. Actually, I think this is for the double beater. I reused these gloves so many times that the finger has already ripped in them. But that's all right. When they get this dirty and they start to rip, does it really cost or pay to keep using them? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Now it'll be time to unhook it. Now we're done greasing it. Had to shut the tractor off to relieve the hydraulic pressure on the hydraulic remotes here so that I can get these couplers off, because you cannot get them off under pressure. There's no way, no how you can get them off. I know a lot of guys are saying, well, why don't you just update it to like your 7800 or 7810 with those style couplers? Well, believe me, I've tried asking higher management, and I get shot down all the time. So, what's that tell you? Higher management rules. I'm just a gopher. Go for this, go for that. Go for a sandwich, go for a pop. It is what it is, though. Put them right back in the toolbox, right where they belong. Need to put our dust protectors back on. That is the worst thing for hydraulic system on tractor, is getting dirt in them outlets. Or guys I've often saw me wipe these off, getting dirt on this end of your hose and putting it into the hydraulic outlet is also a bad thing. Yes, I know it is touching the dirt, but what would you guys make a hose holder here to hold the hose straight up so that when it rains, moisture gets down in them? Nah, we just drape them over the bed like that. It would be kind of hard to go anywhere if we still were attached. Wrong way. That ought to be high enough. Take the hairpin out. Take the hitch pin off. Put it back in where it goes, along with the hairpin right there, so that everything stays put whenever you're looking for a hitch pin. In all the years that I've worked for Dad, I've never forgotten to unhook the rope off the light. Then you just take and toss that into bed. I should have unhooked those hydraulics when I had the tractor shut off up at the shop to grease it. Things like that always seem to come back to bite me in the butt later on in life. Would have just been one last time I would have had to start the tractor, causing wear and tear on the starter. There, back in its parking spot, out of the weather. It's a nice day out. I think that I need to do some work with the gator, but not too hot out, not too muggy, humid. We're gonna let the windows down. Before we get going, I need a drink. Much better. Okay, got my gloves. Let's see here. Unbuckle the third person seat belt because the 835s have a speed limiter on them. When you do not have the seat belt buckled, they will only go 7 miles an hour. Nobody likes being put in the corner. But you know what? That's the only place I got to put yous. And I'm going down the road at the worst time, I just realized, for school traffic. 3 o'clock. Yeah. So, yeah. Gonna go down here and pick some boulders up because they need picked up. I didn't ask questions, don't feel like it. Yeah, I just keep the mouth closed and just do what I'm told. Turn the signal on. Brakes are kind of noisy, but ah well. And I have arrived. So I think them are the rocks that I need to get. I'm gonna try and back as close to that ditch as I can. So all that I have to do is just throw them in the gator. If I go up towards that stump. That should put me right there. Lift the thing back up because I felt it was in a hole. Yep, good there. Okay, so yeah, them be our rocks. At least I think these are our rocks. I think. And I did not. Why don't you guys tell me to bring a shovel? Now you did it. You done dropped it. Now how am I gonna get me back across? Shit. bank's starting to fall in. That no good. Ah. That rock. Oh, you bitch. Oh, that gone. Got my rocks. Gonna leave them muddy gloves in the back of the cab, or the back of the bed, because I don't want them in my cab. Not when they're that muddy. Now to take them back to the gravel pit. Put them in the boulder pile where they belong. I don't like pulling out of this driveway. You can see good that way, but can't see nothing that way. I hear a vehicle coming. I was trying to inch my way out so that way I could see. I can't see nothing. This is just one of them instances where you just pray and go. Them things look all dirty and just dirty. Yeah, these things are kind of dirty. Did I really need a whole roll of paper towels just to clean these lenses on these sunglasses? Nah, but it just so happened that it was the end of the roll. And that is just how things worked out. Rather than just taking one paper towel out of the group after I took it, after I finished out the roll, I just said the heck with it. So, yep, they look a lot better. Really, a lot better.